Fans found Jeffree Star's products in Burlington, and Jeffree is ready to sue the store. Before I get into the tea, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not send hate to Jeffree Star, Burlington, or anyone else involved in this story. This video is simply meant to report on the news and give insight on the situation. With that out of the way, let's get into the story. On April 7th, someone posted screenshots from a Facebook group on Twitter that showed Jeffree Star Cosmetics' liquid lipstick in the shade Doll Parts sold at Burlington. Jeffree Star, is this real? Are your lipsticks actually being sold at Burlington? I need answers. The screenshot says, "Babes, help! This was at Burlington? I know JS would never. Can someone tell me if it's real?" Someone else tweeted the pictures from the same group to Jeffree and asked, "Can we expect to see Jeffree Star at discount stores now?" Jeffree quote tweeted the user and replied, "That product is expired and sadly stolen. Note the old style shade label on top. We had those in a destroy pile before they were taken. My lawyer is dealing with it and finding out how and why Burlington would ever allow this." And he implied he would be taking legal action. How many lawsuits can I serve in 1 month? This is getting insane. When Jeffree saw the pictures, he started posting on Snapchat. He explained how JSC handles their old and expired products.
There was a pile that is called the destruction pile, okay? So when things are expired or things are bad and old, we put them in a pile, someone comes and takes them away, and they get incinerated.
According to Jeffree, a few thousand units of each liquid lipstick shade has to be destroyed because it's old or expired. He said the lipsticks that ended up in Burlington were stolen.
Somehow, these lipsticks that were stolen from that pile are now in Burlington, in some part of the world. Where is that even at? That's like in the state of Washington. How the did they even get up there?
Jeffree said he doesn't sell his overstock to stores like TJ Maxx or Marshalls.
This ain't Marshalls and TJ Maxx. My brand isn't not doing well, so I gotta sell some to someone else. This is stolen items, and they're actually expired and not even good to use.
He also pointed out how the shade label on the packaging was old. A Twitter user posted a picture of 2 Doll Parts lipsticks with 2 variations of older packaging. I wanted to show you guys this. New Doll Parts and the OG. I knew that one from Burlington definitely looked off. T-Spill used this photo in her video on the situation and labeled the one on the left as old and the one on the right as new. But the original Twitter user said that was wrong. The white box is the OG though, lol. Someone replied to the Twitter user with a picture of the ingredients and the barcode on the newer packaging. Back to the Snapchat. Jeffree said he couldn't believe the dealer fooled Burlington into thinking they were buying legit product to resell.
My brand is not discount, this is Jeffree Star.
He said his team was going to fully investigate what happened and Burlington would be getting 100 calls. Jeffree told his followers that if they see Jeffree Star Cosmetics in a store that isn't a Morphe store, it's not legit.
If anyone out there sees my brand in any store but Morphe in America, that's not it.
After Jeffree addressed the situation, more people started tweeting pictures of the Doll Parts liquid lipstick in Burlington stores across the United States, and people on Twitter were appalled at the situation. It's honestly disgusting how people do this. Jeffree shouldn't have to worry about his products being stolen from his warehouse and sold in places he doesn't want them, and honestly, the fact that he has to deal with this makes me so upset. But anyway, I hope this all gets dealt with. Burlington isn't thinking about the customers, they're just trying to make a buck. Someone was concerned the Doll Parts lipstick they got in a JSC mystery box was expired too. Why did I get the same Doll Parts lipstick in my JS mystery box 2 months ago if it's expired so soon? Another person replied, he said in his Snapchat that the lipsticks last for a few years. It's likely that the ones that were scheduled for destruction were a few years old and yours is newer, just one of the last batches to get the old stickers. They were changed not too long ago. The original person said, I sure hope so. My product has the 12-month label on it, so that's how long it's good for. Someone else said that 12 months starts when you open it. And in his Snapchat, Jeffree said he doesn't sell expired products.
Those are my old shade labels. As we started to reprint all 60 liquid lips, we started to change out the shade labels. So anything that was in a mystery box this year or last year, girl, it was good. I've never sold expired makeup.
When the news broke, people who worked at Burlington started speaking out. The manager of the store would allow anything to be returned, even if it was a crusty shirt with spaghetti stains on it that didn't even come from Burlington in the first place. He would then relabel it and put it on the sale rack. Their makeup is always trash. It's all discounted for a reason. It's expired, used, or sometimes a simple typo. It's sad, but I'm glad I left when I did. And someone wrote a thread sharing their experience as a Burlington employee. They sell expired and broken makeup. They just deduct the price. This is a hazard for health, and I talked to my manager and they said it isn't their problem. It's awful. I've seen Tarte, Urban Decay, and Anastasia. When I tell you it's bad, it's bad. I never bought any of their makeup because I saw how poor quality and sanitized it was. They need to stick to clothes, jewelry, shoes, and linen products, not makeup. This is coming from a former employee. I also have seen eyebrow razors that have been opened and some missing, and they deduct the price. They sell shampoo that is leaking and expired and just wipe it off. They sell moisturizers that people have opened to smell or touch, which is a battleground for bacteria. While all this was going on, someone tweeted a screenshot that appeared to show Walmart selling the Blue Blood palette. Jeffree, you need to come get Walmart. But that isn't exactly true. In the United States, Walmart actually allows third-party sellers on their website. And if we look at the screenshot, we can see that it's sold and shipped by a company called Melon LLC, which means Walmart is technically not the seller. However, the third-party seller isn't authorized to sell the palette, and the item is now removed from their website. While there doesn't seem to be an option to report a seller currently, you can fill out a form on the listing that tells Walmart there's something wrong with the item. Then, on April 9th, Jeffree tweeted a screenshot showing a statement Burlington posted to Jeffree's Facebook page. Jeffree said, "Thank you, Burlington, for reaching out and quickly addressing this issue. We will handle this behind the scenes and investigate." Burlington's statement read, "We are committed to selling only authentic, authorized, and legally sourced product in our stores. We appreciate this incident being brought to our attention, and we are swiftly investigating the matter. We have discontinued sales of these products and are immediately pulling remaining units from our stores. We are happy to partner with you and the authorities as you continue to look in this situation." But people were still calling out Burlington on Twitter. Jeffree just came for y'all. Like, if I was you, I'd just give up at this point. Girl, don't even. Your company is the one who illegally bought the products. There's no saving your asses now. But this isn't the first time less than legit products have been found at discount stores. On September 18th, 2018, Norvina, the brand president of Anastasia Beverly Hills, tweeted, "Some consumer awareness in spotting fake Amrezy highlighter. Please compare the photos, look for texture, pattern, and design, as well as the color of the highlighter, as a counterfeit Amrezy was found at TJ Maxx." In a different tweet, she clarified the highlighter was found at a Marshall's and confirmed Anastasia never sold Amrezy highlighters to the store. And she included a screenshot from the iPhone Notes app. "I took one look at the pics, especially the open compact, and knew it was counterfeit. I have heard that customers sometimes return fakes, which is wild, but apparently this happens. I don't know what the facts are, so I won't speak to how that highlighter arrived in store. I will speak to what I know, which is my product." Norvina posted another tweet explaining the difference between the fake and real Amrezy highlighters. The Amrezy highlighter is a patent formula and process. It's nearly impossible to replicate. A fake will always look like a regular powder highlight, while the Amrezy highlighter is a hybrid gel powder formula without fallout. Someone asked her, "Who is selling these to them though?" And Norvina replied, "Great question. I also would like to know." On April 16th, an image of Jeffree Star's velour liquid lipstick in the shade Red Rum was circulating. One person explained, "I was at TJ Maxx in Texas and I saw this Jeffree Star liquid lipstick of Red Rum, and let me tell you, it smelled like chemicals." And if you remember Jeffree's Snapchat, he said he doesn't sell overstock to stores like TJ Maxx. Jeffree has not made any comments about TJ Maxx yet, and that seems to be the end of the situation for now. So, what's the big issue? The legal issues around big discount stores selling designer products at cheap prices. How do they get this stuff? When is it not legal? And how can you protect yourself from buying either fake products or illegally obtained products? TJ Maxx and Marshalls are known as off-price retailers. The designer products they sell are legitimately purchased. Off-price retailers can sell them at a discounted price because they paid less for the items up front. According to Mike, a number of strategies make it possible, including buying clothes off-season, buying sizes other retailers don't want, and not requiring a common practice known as a buyback clause, in which retailers require designers to buy back clothing that doesn't sell. Eliminating this requirement results in a lower upfront cost, and a portion of that savings gets passed to consumers. Stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls also purchase extra inventory that regular retailers are unable to sell. They purchase the surplus at a deep discount and sell it at rock rock-bottom prices. Plus, the merchandise is either from the current season or last season, not years old. And in case you have any doubt that the products are legit, Anastasia Beverly Hills actually lists TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Winners as authorized resellers for their products. These off-price retailers are part of something called the gray market. The gray market is goods which have been manufactured by or with the consent of the brand owner, but are sold outside of the brand owner's approved distribution channels, which can be perfectly legal. In fact, in 2013, the United States Supreme Court ruled that companies who make and sell products in other countries cannot prevent them from being sold in the United States. But even with the Supreme Court ruling, things can get pretty sticky with the law. In the mid-2000s, Costco bought a bunch of Omega watches on the gray market from an authorized retailer and sold them in their stores at a discount. Omega took legal action against Costco, and in 2015, the United States Appeals Court for the Ninth Circuit ruled that Costco could continue to sell the watches at a discounted price because they purchased the watches legally, they owned them, and they could do whatever they wanted with them. So even though the gray market is legal, there can still be consequences. With all this information, how are you supposed to protect yourself? Unfortunately, there's no simple answer that covers every brand and every store. In Jeffree's case, he flat out said he won't sell his products to off-price retailers. So if you see his makeup in Burlington or TJ Maxx, you know it isn't legit. But other makeup companies, including Anastasia Beverly Hills and NARS, will legitimately sell their overstock to off-price sellers. And it gets even more complicated when you see fake products from authorized brands, like the counterfeit Amrezy highlighter at Marshalls. So what can you do? If you want to be absolutely sure, without a doubt, that you're buying the real thing, the safest thing you can do is buy from the brand's website or a specialized store like Sephora or Nordstrom. But you can still buy legitimate products from off-price retailers. Some brands will list their authorized resellers right on their website, but if you're concerned that a product you find isn't legitimate, you can always contact the brand on their website or through their social media accounts. And online makeup forums are great resources for finding out what high-end products you can find at discount stores. When you look past the surface, this situation is a lot more messy and complicated than finding Jeffree Star lipsticks in Burlington. While it's easy to know that Jeffree's products in off-price stores aren't legit, it's harder for other brands, especially when some products are legit and others aren't. It's impossible to know every detail about every brand and product, but what you can do is use some common sense. If you need a quick way to check if a product is legit in an off-price retailer, take a picture and tweet it at the brand's social media. Those accounts are usually active and you'll probably get an answer fast. And if something seems way too good to be true, it probably is. What do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments down below.